Certainly. Here's a detailed story exploring different types of pink lips, woven into a narrative to engage readers while describing the various shades, textures, and moods associated with pink lips. The Many Shades of Pink, A Tale of Lips. In the quaint village of Rosabella, where the air always smelled faintly of roses and the sun painted everything in warm golden hues, there was a remarkable little boutique named Blush and Bloom. The boutique wasn't famous for its flowers or its fine clothes, but rather for a peculiar magic. It celebrated the beauty of pink lips in all their magnificent variety. Rosabella was home to a diverse group of people, each carrying their own unique character and story reflected vividly on their lips. One crisp autumn morning, Ilara, the boutique's owner and a connoisseur of all things pink lips, prepared for a special exhibition entitled The Spectrum of Pink. Her goal was to capture the delicate, lively, and sometimes mysterious nature of pink lips through stories and portraits of villagers, presenting them as living art. The petal pink, soft and innocent Ilara's first guest was little Lila, whose lips were as soft as rose petals, a gentle, pale pink that seemed almost untouched by the world. These lips told the story of innocence, of laughter on warm spring mornings and shy whispers shared beneath blooming cherry trees. Petal pink lips spoke of youthful dreams and tender moments, reminding everyone that beauty could be found in the simplest softness. Ilara smiled as she carefully blended petal pink hues onto her canvas, her brushlight strokes mimicking the fragile nature of Lila's smile. Such lips, Ilara mused, are like the first light of dawn, fresh, pure, and promising. 2. The coral pink, vibrant and radiant. Next came Mavi, a lively dancer with coral pink lips that flickered like the flames of a sunset. These were lips full of energy, spirited and bold. Coral pink lips hinted at adventure and the thrill of the unknown, the kind of lips that quirked into mischievous grins just before a night of endless possibility. Mavi's lips shimmered with a hint of warmth, like the blending of soft orange and pink hues, reflecting her fiery personality. When she spoke, her coral lips seemed to sing with joy and confidence, a stark but beautiful contrast to Lila's pale petal pink. 3. The rose pink, classic and charming. The next story was that of Amara, a writer whose lips were the quintessential rose pink, timeless and elegant. These lips whispered of romance, moonlit walks, and heartfelt letters penned under candlelight. Rose pink lips were the lips of stories told over tea, of looks shared across quiet rooms, of a love deep and enduring. Ilara carefully painted Amara's lips with a blend of blush and berry tones, capturing the velvety softness which made others want to lean in and listen closely. They carried a magnetic charm, subtle but impossible to ignore. 4. The bubblegum pink, playful and sweet. Across the room, young Josie's bubblegum pink lips demanded attention. These lips were bright, fun, and filled with a sweetness that reminded people of childhood summers and carefree laughter. Bubblegum pink lips exuded cheerfulness and an irresistible urge to smile, chew gum, and live in the moment. Josie loved to eat candy and tell jokes. Her lips always seemed ready to burst out in giggles. Ilara added playful highlights that made Josie's lips look almost luminescent, a celebration of youth's exuberance and uninhibited joy. The dusty pink, earthy and mysterious. Then there was Silas, a traveler who brought back stories from faraway lands. His lips bore a dusty pink, a muted, earthy shade blending rose and brown with a hint of mauve. Dusty pink lips told of sunsets over deserts, whispered secrets under ancient trees, and the wisdom gained through experience. Ilara admired how these lips carried a subtle allure, an understated complexity. They gave Silas the air of a man who had lived deeply, felt loss and joy in delicate balance, and whose stories were as textured as the dust of the roads he'd wandered. 6. The fuchsia pink, bold and fearless. In contrast stood Lise, a fearless artist, whose fuchsia pink lips were daring and unapologetic. These lips were neon bright, almost electric, radiating confidence and a refusal to blend into the background. Fuchsia pink lips dared to speak loudly without words, demanding recognition and inspiring passion. When Lise smiled, it was as though the world itself blushed, her lips commanding attention, vibrant and alive with every word, every breath. Ilara painted these lips as a blazing flash of pink, capturing their power to change moods and energize rooms. The mauve pink. Lastly, there was Elise, whose lips wore a delicate mauve pink, a soft mixture of pink and purple hues that carried a dreamlike quality. Mauve pink lips evoked twilight hours and starry skies, the gentle merging of day and night where imagination reigns.